Okay, hello. Welcome back to day 18 of my stream. Trying to stream my walkthrough of this roguelike tutorial. I'm on chapter 9, as you can see. Let me pull up the chapter list here. We've gone through a bunch of things now. Introduction. We've created a map. We've learned how to make this view shed. You see the green area around the player. We've created monsters. We can attack monsters. We have a rudimentary user interface with items. And we've just finished up the ability to, where is it? Somewhere way up here. We can now use items, right? So we actually have this. We started off by saying you try to use it, but you can't. And then we actually have it so that you can use a potion and you can heal up. That's over here. You drink the potion, healing however many XP. And we modified show inventory so you can actually activate that using this new component that you can add to the entity. The entity that's stored in the resources is just the player. There's only one entity in the resources, and that's the player entity. So we attach a wants to drink potion. When you attach a wants to drink potion, it runs the potion use system and finds the wants to drink intent, and then heals up the potion. It heals up the HP using the potion's heal amount. And then if it's the player entity, we add it to the game log. So if we scroll down back here, we can see somewhere you pick up the health potion, use the health potion, you drink the health potion, healing 8 XP. And we tried that out last time. Here it is. This is me playing. I killed an orc, picked up a health potion, and then I healed up 8 HP. Oh, and here's an orc chasing me again. All right. Oh. Attacked for 2. Oh, is there something that I still have in a log somewhere that I shouldn't have? Oh, we forgot to push last time, didn't we? I see that. I think we're clean here. Let me push this. And then, let me see. Attacked 4. Yeah, I still have this in components. Oops. All right, let me clean that up before we move on. There it is. So we should remove all console logs. That's the only one. Okay. Git add source. Clippy should still be happy because all we did was delete some lines. Git commit -m remove debug encode. Git push. Okay. And we're good. Oh, geez, I forgot. I should start again, shouldn't I? All right. So what I was noticing here was this attack for 2 in the console, and then I did a quick grep here for the attack. What I was looking at here, sorry about that. I'm still new to streaming, not really paying attention to what I'm doing. So we looked here at the potion use system that we added last time. This allows us to select an item to add the intent of wants to drink potion to, and then we can see here the demo here is doing it, and I was doing it here, but then I decided to play a little bit and I didn't realize, okay, there's a room with an ogre and a health potion. So orc and a health potion. So we can kill the orc, we go up and we get the health, we go under the health potion, pick it up. It's in our inventory. We got to get rid of the add sign that's there. I'm going to hit A, and it says you drink the health potion, healing 8 HP. So that's all working. And then I pushed what I did last time. I just pushed the fix for the console. Git show head. Oops. All I did was remove the logging info. All right, so with that working, and we're showing the correct screen this time, we will now look at dropping items. So you probably want to be able to drop items from your inventory, especially later when they can be used as bait. We'll follow a similar pattern for this section. Create an intent component, a menu to select it, and a system to perform the drop. All right, so we created a brand new component. And it's going to be called wants to drop item. The hell is this? That's new. I've got a feeling that's something that is a future thing, because we see saving and loading here, convert, save, load. So that's something we're not going to deal with until 2.10. And if you notice, I've been leaving out everything, the debug and the clone derivations. I've just been putting on components. So that's all I'm going to do this time. Pub struct wants to drop item, pub item entity, comma. Keep doing that. Okay. And then we add another system to the inventory system. So we have an item collection system, we've got a potion use system, and we're going to add pub struct item drop system. And this might be, again, too long for. Let's see if I can just use this one and then just edit it. So save a little bit of typing. So instead of item collection data, this is going to be item drop data. Drop. And we need read expect entity, write expect game log, entities. Right? Then write storage wants to drop item. Like that. We don't need, we do need name, position, and in backpack. Okay, just flipped around. All right, so now let's implement that. Impl tick A system tick A for item drop system. And our system data is equal to item drop data tick A. Perfect. So we're going to take a mutable reference to self, system data, and we're going to destructure it right away. That player entity, mutable game log, entities, NTITIES, mutable reference, mutable wants drop, names, positions, and mutable backpack. Oh, mutable position, right? That makes sense. Backpack equals data. All right, and then we're just going to loop over the join of drops, entities, wants drop, join, dropper pause is where the player is. Makes sense. We don't need to. Oh, interesting. So we're just creating a 0, 0 location, and we're going to update it here. Why don't we just make it a little more rusty by doing this? Let dropped pause positions get entity unwrap. Like that. And then just say dropped paused X. Is that a space there and a space there? Dropped pause Y. And return that from the subscope. I don't know what you call this. So that should work, right? I mean, it'll just create it and we don't have to do this let mut thing. Right? We just set it like that. And then positions insert to drop item position X dropper pause. Can't we just insert dropper pause as the position? I'm creating instead of creating a brand new one? Or is that expect unable to insert position. I'm going to try it, and if it blows up, we'll do it their way. Backpack, remove to drop item. Okay, so remove from the backpack. If entity is equal to the player, then game log entries push format, you drop the something, and names get to drop dot item unwrap name. That's an awkward way to do it, but okay. And then I have 4 close, and then I have a wants drop clear. Let me get rid of those. Wants drop clear, like that. All right. We need to register it in the dispatch builder. You say main.rs, but I moved it over here. Pretty sure. Source lib game state. I don't know, my memory isn't what it used to be, but yep, here it is. Let mute drop items, item drop system, and then drop items run now self ECS. And then we'll add a new run state in main.rs. Oh wait, we have to register the component. I forgot to do that. So that's in main also. So let's save these off. In main, we need to register wants to drop item, like that. And then we're going to add something to run state. And again, it's not in main, right? Oops. It's in game state. Here it is. So we have awaiting input, pre-run, player turn, monster turn, show inventory, and then show drop item. Okay. We'll add D for drop to the list of commands. I think that's in player. Right? Yep. You have GI. So D comes before G. Return, run state, show drop item. Okay. And then in GUI, we're going to need wants drop item from the crate. Are we? Oh wow, look at this. This is this is like duplicate code of what we just did for use, right? So show inventory is all of this. It almost fits on the screen. But this is almost all the same. All right, why don't we just copy paste and then we'll just go line by line to see what we need to change, right? So let's just grab this whole thing, yank to the end, 48 lines yanked, paste it down here, and then we're going to call it drop item menu. It takes a state and a context, and it returns an item menu result and an option entity. So it's the same. There's the player entity we grab, the names we grab, the backpack we grab, and then I have this white, yellow, and black, which I added. Inventory is the backpack and names. So this is all the same. Item 0 owner is player entity. Count is inventory count. I don't know if we're ever going to do this to do, but it's there. 15, because we have to change all of these guys, right? Y minus 2. Yeah, this is all the same. And instead of inventory, yep, it changed to drop which item. Okay. So it would be good to like make a general function and just pass in this string. Escape to cancel. We look at equipable. We went to the enumerate instead of incrementing j each loop. That was something that Clippy recommended. So we always do what Clippy says. Then we print out all the entries. We add the equipables. Key is the same. We either escape, letter to position. This is all the same. So the only thing that's different, is that true? Oh, I'm using the scroll bar. The only thing that's different is this one string. Right? Wow. Okay. Yeah, and we changed this a little bit, and then we got reformatted a little bit, right? Because we only have one level of match now instead of two levels of match. So that works. And then in our game state handler, we need to add show drop item. There's show inventory, so let's put it right after that. There it is, run state, show drop item. And then we're going to, it's the same, these are all the same. The only difference is what we do with it. Oh, we're going to insert a wants to drop item intent. So this is all the same, right? Let's copy all this. Paste it down here. Waiting input, no response is nothing. Selected item entity, write storage. Instead of wants to drink potion, we say drop item. Same here. Wants to drop item, and instead of potion, it's just item. And then we return player turn. Or new run state is set to player turn. Okay. So now we should be able to drop items after making duplicate code. Let's build that. Oh, everything blows up because I didn't add wants to pick up. Wants to drop item to the top of the inventory screen. Right? Yeah. What else? Where else do we need to add it? Inventory system, that's the only one that's complaining. Oh, I call it a backpack. That's pretty funny. Backpack. Okay. All right, so now I should be able to pick up and then move and then drop a potion. Let's see if we can find one real quick here. I don't want to spend a lot. Here we go. Okay, we can kill these. Kill this orc. Kill this orc. So now I should be able to step underneath this potion, pick it up, move down, and then hit D for drop. Oh, it says inventory. I hit D, but it says inventory. Why? Oh! It did say I dropped the health potion, and now I'm underneath it again. But I'm calling the wrong routine. That's funny that, basically it's exactly the same like I was saying. We should be calling, oops, not this. No, see, I've lost where it is now. It is in GUI, right? So we're not calling drop menu item. We're still calling show inventory. It isn't GUI, okay. Show inventory, and it has to change game state. Show inventory, and this is drop menu item. But you see how it all just worked. Oh, do I have to add it to my mod here? No. Did I not make it public? No, it is public because I copy pasted it. So why is it not able to find? Oh, drop item menu. That's why. Yeah, game state. Okay. Item menu. Yeah, I like this. It was able to find it even though it was completely swapped around. That's nice. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's pick up a health potion. We don't die first. Refresh. Refresh. Wow. Wow. Okay. There's one. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I don't like that they can't go around the corner. Okay, so we go step under this, we'll grab it. Let's see it. It's in our inventory. We're not going to use it. Hit escape. We can hit D for drop. Drop which item? Yay. Okay, so we drop the health potion, and there it appears on top of us. And we're able to... Oh, I didn't move. Let me try moving. I'll get it. And then I'll move over here to a nice empty room and drop A. There it is. Okay, so that works. And it says I drop the health potion, I pick up the health potion. So it's all working. Nice. Okay. What have we got? Oh, I'm still using that. Good. So we added a new entity. We added a new run state. So you can be in the state of showing the drop item menu. Right, we run that drop system, which is down here, where we look over all of the entities that want to drop an item. So every entity that wants to drop an item, we'll insert. Oh yeah, so this worked. We were able to just add the dropper pause. We didn't have to create a new. So that cleaned up the code a little bit. We didn't have to create a brand new position. So we created a position here, and then when we copied it over, then we created another new one, and then dropped this guy. So we were able to just do that all in one swell foop, right? We looked up the entity's position, we copied, we made a copy of it here, and then we just inserted that copy directly. All right, and then back here is our inventory system, which is just copy paste. Sorry, it's our drop menu, which is a copy paste of the show inventory. All right. Oh, let me Clippy it. Clippy's still happy. Clippy's still happy. Any changes? There were some changes, some little reformats here and there. Git add source, git commit -m, player can drop items. And let's push that right away before I forget. How are we doing? We're about 20 minutes in. Let's keep going. Oh, render order. Oh, okay. See, this is good. This will be a good thing to wrap up on, because if you notice, whenever I stand on a potion, I walk underneath it, right? So the render order is going to help fix that. Oh yeah, right there. You've probably noticed by now that when you walk over a potion, it renders over the top of you, removing the context for your player completely. We'll fix that by adding a render order field to renderables. Okay. So we go into components, renderable. There's a little typo there. No S. Pub render order. I32. Your IDE is probably now highlighting lots of errors. I don't use an IDE. I use Vim. I know there's things you can add to Vim to and NeoVim to make it IDE-ish. Haven't quite gotten used to those yet. So we'll add this new render order to various places. Player is 0, render first, monsters are 1, and items 2. Okay, so we're going to do it like that. For example, in this player spawner, the renderable now looks like this, render order 0. All right, so every place there's a renderable. And it looks like we have it in spawner. There's the register. That's the only place. Okay, so just in spawner. is renderable. It's down there, so we're going to add the render order of 0 to the player. The next render order is a monster, and that should be 1. And then items. Oh, health potion. Okay. 2. So this should build. Right? Yes? Good. All right, and now we're going to change in this. So we referenced the book of specs for how to do this. To make this do something, we get our item rendering code in main RS and add a sort to the list of iterators. Basically, we obtained a joined set of position and renderable components, and collect them into a vector. We then sort the vector and iterate it to render in the appropriate order. All right, so I think I'm trying to remember where I have this code. This looks like it's in game state, right? Because we're getting a list of renderables. Yeah, so it's here. Position renderables and map. What do we use map for? Oh, if the tile's visible. Okay. Replace the previous entity rendering code with this. So we're going to do let mute data is equal to positions and renderables dot join dot collect into a vec. Okay. And then we're going to data sort by reference to A, reference to B, B.1.render order compared to A.1.render order. Right? And then instead of sorting over this join, we're going to sort over data.iter. Like that. Right? And then we have the same thing. If map is visible, context set, position X, position Y, render foreground, render background, render glyph. Okay, let's try that out. Oops, I forgot the little brackets on join there. Put that like that. This is where an IDE would have helped me. It would have complained right away. That's all right. We got there in the end. Now, if I can find a potion, I should be able to stand on top of it instead of it standing on top of me, right? I need to add like run command so we don't have to go through this. Wow. Come on. No monsters either. Oh, there they are. I shouldn't have said anything. Okay. Refresh. Nope. Refresh. All I want to do is find a health potion. That's all I want to do. Nope. I want to be able to stand on a health potion. There's one. We also need to add something where the monsters can walk around the corner. That's still an issue. And something where you can draw the monster towards you. Because now I have to step close to it and it's going to hit me before I get a chance to swing it. Oh, there's another one. All I want is just pick up the health potion. There we go. Okay, so I should be able to stand on it. Okay, good. Good. And I should be able to pick it up with G. Move it over here. Drop it with D. And it's still underneath me. Good. All right, so that worked. And that was a pretty simple change. Right? All we did was add render order to each of the things that we spawn. And we added code here that sorts by the render order in reverse order. So we draw all the items with 2 first, all the items with 1 next, and then all the items with 0 last. So when we are drawing the player, when we draw it, the potion will get drawn and then the player gets drawn on top of the player. Oh, look at that. It's showing both. Huh. That was something that I didn't remember we had done with the GUI. I want to take a quick look at that. And draw tooltips. Oh, right. So we have... This is seeing where is it. And... Right, so everything that's in that position that has a name. And in this case, both the player and the health potion have names. So they both get drawn simultaneously. If I pick it up and don't die, right, and move over to the other half of the screen, oh, I'm going to die. All I want to do is pick it up and move to the other half of the screen. Yeah, all right. I'm not going to worry about that. I was going to see if both of them pointed the other way, because that's what this code does here, is it flips it around, and I wanted to see more than one flipped around. But all right, so let's add that. Well, let's clippy it first. Good. Git add source, git commit -m, player gets rendered last over items, and push. All right, so that wraps up the items and inventory section. Oh, next week we will, I should have done this just to make it a little easier to read. Next week we will, or next week, yeah, no, tomorrow. I will have time tomorrow. We'll start with ranged scrolls and targeting, and that'll be fun because that'll involve the mouse. So that wraps it up for me. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.